You spoke about, pardon me, we need to move so that we can look at some of the plans. You say you have 5 cardinal areas,
yes,
which is what my colleagues also
yes,
alluding to.
Yes.
You talked about education,
yes,
health,
and
security,
agriculture, and that is
empowerment.
Yeah, and that is why I'm actually here.
Yeah, but
and let me make it very, very clear.
Just a minute. In education, for instance, while you were Commissioner for Education, under Martin Elechi's time as governor, in 2012, for instance, they had 15% budget allocation to education. It didn't even make the 24% that a lot of people expect. That was under your watch as commissioner.
Thank you very much. As I said, I want to make one thing very clear. I have no personal problem with the present governor. He was my colleague, and I still look at him as a friend. What we have is mere difference in political ideology and what admission should be all about. You made mention of the allocation. It's not the percentage, but how effectively it is used and appropriated. I know that during that very administration, the government came up with what we call pilot school system, where we had up to 130,000 students of Ebonyi origin who are in our schools, boarding schools. The government is subsidizing their payment, that is feeding allowances, with 10,000 naira monthly. That brought our education system up.
In what way?
One, you go to a debate under our administration. The state came first, and we represented the country outside. Not only that, in our WAEC rating, we came 8th, unlike before where we would come after maybe 20-something. Even now, you see the number of people gaining admission. There, in that our administration, we made funds available for our students to be trained overseas.
It means that that suggests that the schools in the States was not good enough?
No. We don't have every knowledge it takes to live. The world is a global village.
So what do you want to do differently?
Thank you. If I'm given the opportunity, I will bring that pilot school system back. I will bring our school to a level that will be able to give our students 21st century education and training, that will make them to be competitive everywhere. See, if you want people to come down, you lower their level of education. And that's exactly what is happening now.
But why should the people trust you? Because, I mean, you were in AMPP. You said you were a prosecutorial witness in the case concerning the president's case. Yes. You were with APC, the president's party. No, until recently, you dumped ship and got to SDP. You didn't stick with the president's party all through. Then you come to SDP. Why should they trust you?
People have to trust me because I always stand for justice.
Justice?
Yes, I always stand for what is right. I don't take anything I see.
But it doesn't look like you're standing for what is right when you leave the party that you're supposed to be loyal to the president's party
and help
you
to
move.
build.
Thank you.
You dumped it.
Thank you very much. I said we brought the people into the system of trying to change the status quo because we saw certain things that were going wrong. People keyed into our project. How can a party downgrade the leaders of that system? 7 persons were killed just within the primaries in a place. And people who won their primaries were changed at will. And you expect me to be clapping. I wrote to even the national chairman. I copied to the president. I gave a press interview against that.
So how can you believe now that you are in SDP?
Could you believe that one of the leaders of that party, in the name of Dr. Ebonyi, was even subtracted from the whole system? The former governor, Chief Martin Elechi, they were not given the opportunity to participate effectively.
Yeah, but part of the questions, what my colleagues were trying to draw out is that, look, this is not just about the people.
They downgraded our leaders.
Just a minute, that this is not really about the people. This is about you, politicians. You just want what you want.
No.
That's why you move from one place to the other.
If it's not about the people, I won't allow my schools to be closed. I will start clapping for the PDP that is in the state. I will join them.
Your schools? Your schools are your schools.
Yeah, they're my schools. And I gave them out just to make sure that things are done properly. Just to make sure that there is justice.
Okay, let's look at some of your...
Even at my own personal comfort.
1 minute. Let's look at some of your programs. You have a 5-point agenda, and that's just awesome. But let's go to the issues. What would you do differently? Gimba asked you the other time, because you know as well as I do that on the ratings in Nigeria, Ebonyi is rated as one of the poorest states, despite having a very huge number of...
Ebonyi is not a poor state.
I said
very, very
rated.
It is wrong. Let me tell you.
So what are you going to do differently to change the economy of the state?
Ebonyi is not a poor state. It depends on the managers. It depends on the present actors. For example, in 2014, our internally generated revenue was 8.3 billion. Last year, it came down to 3.4 billion.
Why?
Poor management. A situation where you don't have accounting officers. A situation where you don't have permanent secretaries. A situation where the government is claiming to be working using direct labor. There's no accountability. And let me tell you, Ebonyi State is not a poor state. Ebonyi State is a rich state with great men and women. You talk of the late Akanebiam. You talk of Dr. Ofiamwan.
What are the natural resources that Ebonyi State has?
Just give me time. When you ask me a question, the way you interrupt me, just give me time. You ask the question. Allow me to answer.
But you don't have all the time.
We don't have all the time.
I know. But I'm telling you that we are endowed with people and natural resources.
So what are these natural resources?
We have lead, we have zinc, we have limestone. Don't you know that the Nkalago cement factory?
Okay, while you were in government, what did that government do to do anything about the economy of the states using these mineral resources?
I said, I have a program for my people. I believe I have the experience, I have the capacity, I have the knowledge to lead my people and give them the best. And that's why I have 4 cardinal programs coded HACCES, which stands for health, agriculture, social empowerment, education, and security. And if I'm given the opportunity to serve which I know they will give to me, I have what it takes. I have I've laid the structure on ground. I have candidates in all the consistencies, all the wards, all the polling units, and I have the support of my people. And if I come on board, I will make our educational system will come up, as I have said.
All right.
The health system will be free for my people, standard. I will build a brand new health center, brand new specialist hospital for my people.
We need to go at this point. Ndubuisi Agbo is the governorship candidate of SDP in Ebonyi State. Thank you for coming on, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll be back in a moment. Don't go away. All right, welcome back. Let's take a look at some feedback now. This email comes from, says it's Kem's Way. He's talking about primary health care. He says, I'm a primary health care enthusiast and educator. It's very unfortunate that we're still struggling to get it right. The structure and custodian, that's a local government, upon which primary health care is built, is too weak or even non-existent. The unsalutary attitude of frontline healthcare workers who drive the system is another hurdle. They need enhanced interpersonal communication skills to improve client-provider relationship and dialogue. That's Kem's Way.
Okay, we have another one from George, and George talks of political thugs. He said, these thugs are living with us. They disrupt any local development individuals may lay their hands upon. You can't move forward without settling them with a huge sum. Law enforcement agents know where they live. if you report them to the police, you'll be asked to go and take care of them and the police at the same time. They are contracted to kill on a daily basis by individuals and politicians. Do not go too far, please. You can find out where they are in Lagos and Ibadan without having to sweat at all. That's coming from George.
How did he know
one of the
they're contracted
feedbacks.
to kill?
I think he should give the police some information.
Yeah, he should.
But he's then again saying that you don't even have to go to the police because you'll be asked to go and settle the police and the criminals at the same time.
So what does he do? Throw his hands up in the air and give up? No way, that's not an option.
You cannot give up.
Yeah, you can't.
You cannot give up.
Well, we appreciate your comments. Do keep them coming. And that's the show today. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. I'm Chamberlain Uso.
I am Gemba Umar.
And I'm Ayo Makinde. Have a good day.
The views and opinions expressed by guests on this program are those of the maker and do not reflect the views, opinions, and endorsement of Channels Television.